Hello, this is AnlineOffline, and welcome back to another casual quick guide to Call of Duty Mobile. For today's video, we'll be covering the PP19 Bizon. Introduced in Season 3 of 2021, the Bizon is a fully automatic high-capacity SMG with a distinct helical magazine. It first made its debut in the Call of Duty franchise in Ghost and later reappeared in Modern Warfare 2019 and Black Ops Cold War. The Bizon, or Bizon, is based on the Russian SMG of the same name developed by a team at Izmash that included Alexei Dragunov and headed by Viktor Kalashnikov, both sons of legendary Soviet gunsmiths. The Bizon is essentially a blowback AKS-74U that's chambered for pistol cartridges. It's mainly been used by law enforcement and counterterrorism, seeing action against separatists in Dagestan and Chechnya. Instead of pursuing a replacement for the 9mm as NATO did with the Krysat PTW trials, and ultimately not reaching an immediate conclusion, the Russians at the time developed overpressure variants of the 9mm called the 7N21 and 7N31 instead. These variants traveled at faster velocities and had steel penetrators to defeat body armor, while still maintaining the stopping power of a traditional 9mm. But this all comes at the cost of more wear and tear on its weapons. These specialized PTW cartridges are available for the PP90 M1, PP2000, the Grok service pistol, GSH-18, and the Bizon's upgraded replacement, the PP19 Vyazon, which features a smaller but much more conventionally reliable box magazine, and has gained the alias of the MP5 of Russia, but without the trademark reload slap. Base damage per shot is moderate, killing in 4 shots up close, 5 at mid, and drastically dropping to 7 from farther away. The fire rate is slow at 650 rounds per minute, thus making the Bizon a slower killing weapon with an effective range of 32 meters. Moving on to body multipliers, the chest deals 1.15 times base damage, but since the arms cover it, they are not of much value. Headshots, on the other hand, deals 1.3 times base damage and can be of value. A single headshot can shorten your time to kill in its second and final ranges. Technically, you can get a 3-shot kill if you land 2 headshots or 1 chest and 1 headshot, but I wouldn't count on it. Unlike most other SMGs, the Bizon does 80% base damage to the legs. Theoretically, this sounds crippling and could take up to 8 shots to kill to the legs from farther away. But remember, that's only theoretical. In practice, you would have to land at least 3 leg shots to lengthen your time to kill at any range. But let's say you do have an issue with looking at people's legs. If you want more consistency, you could equip large caliber. Originally referred to as OTM just like for the SCAR in the leaks before its release, large caliber increases the leg damage to 100% base damage, although it does come with a severe 20% range penalty. It also reduces penetration, but that's already low along with the rest of the SMG class, except for the CBR4. The Bizon's base ADS time and strafing speeds are average for the SMG class. Base sprint speed is slightly below average. Its sprint to fire delay, or sprint out time, is tied for the second fastest of all weapons, equal to that of pistols. And reload cancelling is very fast for a weapon with 64 rounds for its base magazine. In terms of bloom, the Bizon has average bullet spread. Its iron sights are also simple. Its recoil is quite possibly the simplest and lightest in the entire game, but its hipfire performance, however, is the worst among the SMG class. In fact, it's comparable to LMGs. The Bizon was released during a transitional period that saw the tides of the meta shift in favor of SMGs and faster strafing. Although average now, the Bizon back in the day was a pioneer of strafing. It could only be described as what if the RPD had the same mobility as the MP5. Since then, it's been surpassed by subsequent metas that also share a similar blend of mobility and ammo capacity. Nowadays, it still remains a popular weapon due to its ease of use, but that's not enough to make it meta. No one's asking for any buffs or nerfs, so I think it's fairly balanced. The only suggestion that I could think of is maybe roll back some of its nerfs that it received last year to its range attachments, But hey, that's just my opinion. This has been a Casual's Quick Guide. Feel free to suggest what weapons you want to see covered next. My name's On, and I'm off.